This free video is brought to you by the Team Topologies Academy. Our goal is to help organizations become more effective and more humane. If you find this video helpful, we would love for you to check out and recommend our Academy content. When we look at an organizational chart or org chart, we usually see nicely ordered boxes with people organized into verticals, broken down into departments, units, teams, and so on. This structure facilitates bottom-up reporting and compliance, as well as hopefully top-down strategic alignment on business outcomes and objectives. The obstacle to fast flow only happens when people assume or are told that the org chart also represents communication lines between individuals, teams, and departments, as well as all decision-making that needs to follow these hierarchical lines. The reality for modern software delivery is much more complicated than that, however. There can be many surprises, unexpected dependencies, and the need for interaction with teams far outside our immediate circle in order to deliver a valuable software increment or release. We are often organized into hierarchies, but the way work actually gets done is via networks of teams. A restrictive view of the org chart as dictating which communication paths are allowed will likely prevent teams from achieving certain outcomes due to these artificial limitations on the way they work and who they can talk to. In a later section in this course, we will see how this can have a tremendous impact on the kind of solutions we are able to find due to what is known as Conway's Law. For example, we've seen large organizations where certain groups of people supporting live systems are effectively isolated from those implementing new features, reinforcing silos. In some cases, system operations are even outsourced to a different company, and staff is only allowed to talk to them via tickets in a tool. Such an approach is touted as being more cost-effective, but those calculations don't usually take into account the cost of slow response to non-trivial incidents, because those required fluid communication between support, operations, and software delivery teams. In some organizations, this strict interpretation of the org chart comes from linking the worth of managers to how many people report to them. This unfortunate reality allows or even encourages a culture of fiefdoms and mini-empires. Justin Garrison shared a pretty sad but illustrative story. He had a manager tell him he couldn't have lunch with his friends anymore because they were on the dev team and he was ops, and the manager didn't want communication to happen between teams that did not go through him directly. Moving from a functionally organized organization to one based on flow of business change is a strong challenge to the existing power dynamics. Only when the flow of change and ability to respond take precedence over fiefdoms will we be able to evolve the organization towards business agility. This is one of the key challenges to fast flow, in fact.